and my pussy will come. You must increase your bust.
And we just were unaware of it.
Oh, we did it in
ask my wife.
And that pops out your collarbone?
No, it worked. It makes it so your boobs get bigger. We all thought that's what worked. Yes, 13-year-old girls.
Bigger or perkier?
Well, we didn't care if they were perky. We just wanted tits.
So for next week, what you should do is you should strap 2 jugs of milk to your chest.
Yeah.
No.
And then see if you understand what it's like.
You could probably do maybe a half gallon.
I was going to say, like, you probably have a couple of half gallons there.
But still, that's a full gallon on my chest.
Welcome to the Dongcast, episode 5. I've got Tim, Devin, and Frisky. And tonight is a very special edition. We're going to do a little trivia night tonight. These 3 know the topics of the questions, but they have no idea what the questions are. Hopefully they're not going to be Googling the answers while I ask them. We'll see. I think Tim and Devin both, that just kind of ruined their plan. So
Shocked.
I'm going to go through these questions. Once you have an answer, just kind of shout it out or say it. If you're the first one to get it right, then you'll get the point for it. If you shout it out and you get it wrong, then
We'll shame you.
You'll lose. Yeah, you get shamed. And you lose we'll say you lose a half a point if you get it wrong. All right. So the first question, it's what is faster? This was bodily functions, I told you guys was the topic of the first question. So what's faster? A sneeze, male ejaculation, vomit, or fart?
Can we clarify, like, are we talking like faster, like
On
to
average,
build up inside of you, or when it like comes out?
when it's coming out.
I think
Okay, the force of the exhalation of these things.
Yeah.
Because if it was like the speed at which like one completes the thing, I believe it's different for everyone. For Devin, his ejaculation is way quicker than his sneezing. But for me,
Tim, he's talking about the force at which it exits.
yeah. I was just, explaining why it was important.
Gotcha.
So, what does
I think
anybody have a
sneeze.
guess? You
I'd say sneeze.
If we're
So I
going
think,
by the
like-
force at which it exits, or the other two, or the options, I know the first 2. What were the last 2?
vomit or fart?
I'm gonna say sneeze.
Okay, before you tell us the answer, I think it's sneeze because when I was a kid, I used to watch like Fox Kids on Saturday mornings and they would do like fun facts. And I remember sneezing, like the force of a sneeze was like 80 miles per hour or something. It's like ridiculously fast. So that's the only reason I think it's
I saw
sneeze.
that at the museum.
So,
Like a museum.
so
In
a
my heart of
sneeze.
hearts, I feel like it's ejaculation, but I'm gonna say sneeze.
I feel like it's not because I've seen it happen. Like obviously, but it doesn't seem like it's that fast.
So a
Imagine like
sneeze
if
is 100 miles an hour on average.
what is?
Allegedly a sneeze. So that's the answer. Second
Nice.
is
Yeah.
vomit. Apparently averages 42 miles an hour. And then male ejaculation is 28 miles an hour. And then, as you might imagine, those slow, leaky farts bring down the average to 7 miles an hour for farts.
Do you want to know the weird thing?
Little farters.
Is that what I just learned from what you said is that I drive slower in a school zone than I ejaculate.
Yeah.
That's what I just learned.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, who knows? Maybe
Think about
it's,
the next time you're dropping your students off at school.
hey, I come faster than that lady's driving.
Come on, lady, I come faster than this.
You're like waiting in the line and the crosswalk guard walks by and you're just jerking off and you're like, don't worry, I'm performing a school experiment.
You don't even get arrested for jacking off in a school zone. You get arrested for speeding.
Or you get the science fair medal.
Anyways, that answer was on ranker.com. So I'm going to shout out the sources of all these answers as well. The next question was poo related. I promised you guys one of these.
My favorite.
So the last question, I just gave 3 points to the first person to answer, second to second, and 1 to third. So it'll be the same thing the whole way through. If you get one wrong, you'll still get docked to half a point. What shape is a wombat's poop?
A star.
Any other guesses?
No.
A square.
There's no options.
Like a
I was just messing around. Yeah, I'm going to say a square.
I'm going to say a sphere.
a little dice.
So it is a cube.
Oh, I'm so
Interestingly
a cube
enough,
is not a square though.
I said
Those
cube.
are two.
I
she
said
did say
right.
cube. She clarified and said cube.
Yeah, fuck it, Tim.
So Betsy
Yeah.
Wasn't the
wins that
first
one
thing
again.
she said though.
He said square.
I did say square.
So
But I mean, to be fair, it's
be
just
fair.
like.
well, no, I think you
Put
said.
6 of those squares together. It makes a cube.
I think you said cube. I think you probably said both, but I think you said cube. You all said cube at some point. Tim was just the
I
last
said
one to
sphere.
say
Said
it.
sphere.
Fair. Tim gets half a point taken off.
Nope, Tim get no. Oh yeah, that's right. He got it wrong. Wow, I almost gave you a point, Tim. I forgot you said
Shame him.
sphere. Shame on the host. But Devin lost a
Okay,
half a
Bill.
point for shouting out the wrong answer and then answering
Well, to
correct.
be fair, we didn't know that you weren't going to give us multiple choice.
That's right. So to be fair,
Did you? Oh, I didn't even hear that.
so the next question is going to be a dog question. I hope you guys studied up on your dogs.
I have a dog.
This will be easy for you then. What country, and this might be a trick question,
I tell you already, it's not going to be easy for me.
what country or where does the French poodle originate from? Where?
America.
Germany.
United States of America.
Any other answers?
Wait, I'm trying to think of places.
Walmart, Target,
She's going to be like the
the
country of
dollar
Walmart.
store.
I feel like I want to say the United States too because I think it's a mixture that we put together, isn't it?
I would think it's either England or us because it's like excessive, you know?
It's like fancy.
Yeah.
Germans are excessive. Have you?
They're excessive
have you
in their
read about-
wars, not with their dogs.
Have you read about World War II?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the United States. Shit.
All right. And then, Devin, did you answer already?
I said Germany.
Okay. Well, one of you was right. And since two of you answered the United States,
Wow.
Devin,
Wait, really?
congratulations. Yeah. The
Wow,
French poodle originated in Germany.
Damn! Look at me pulling shit out of my ass.
I was gonna say Russia just to be fun, but
All right. So,
That's that bit of knowledge that I didn't actually know that I knew.
see?
I don't
guess I
even
just-
think you knew it. You just threw something out.
No, I feel like I had heard something about it before, and so I just threw out the first thing that came to mind that seemed right.
Yeah, sure.
Don't be jealous, USA.
So, yeah. So those two questions were from scarymommy.com. These are all very official sources. So, all right. The next question was sex related. How many calories do you burn on average during 30 minutes of sex?
30 minutes? Wow.
I used to know this because I would go around college saying it.
Really?
You want to burn this many calories?
That was his pickup line.
Oh, jinx.
I'm going to say 200.
I'm gonna say 360.
I'm gonna say 180.
So Tim is right on the money with 200.
Damn it.
That was oddly specific, and I didn't think anybody was going to get that. So congratulations.
Well, that was
So
his
I
pickup
probably-
line. He had to know it.
If it's 30 minutes, then I probably burn
10 calories.
About 20, 15.
If I was gonna say, that's the fun fact is no one here has probably burned that many calories.
I
Tim, you're
guarantee
giving- you're
you
giving
I've
that
had
look, and I know
sex
you're lying.
longer than 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, overcompensation.
Many times.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
overcompensation.
Ejaculated so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim's
With
like,
yourself
I've had
doesn't count.
31-minute sessions in an hour.
That's a lot of ejaculation
45
in an
miles
hour.
per hour.
So Tim got that one. Congratulations on that. Next question is, how many sexual intercourse acts are there every day around the world?
Can you say that again?
How many sexual intercourse acts are there every day around the world?
Like how many people have sex a day?
Well, so you'd have to divide that number by 2, at least.
Okay. What?
If you're like eating someone out, does like eating them out and then turning them around to eat out their ass, is that 2 separate cases? Or is it literally just, it's all one eating out kind of like full package deal?
I
What if
He's
think
asking for himself.
sexual
And then if I
intercourse.
want to then put my penis inside, is that another?
I think it's going to be any kind of sexual relationship between 2 individuals where one individual ends up inside another individual and then ejaculation occurs, which ends that experience. And then
What
if
part has
it were to
what
happen
has
again,
to be inside of them?
I mean, it's intercourse, so I mean, anything,
Well,
I guess.
Probably
Well, I
your
mean-
nose?
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, I
an
mean-
ear?
Nose effing. I wonder how many nose bangs happen every day.
Well,
That's what I should have looked
I
up.
ask this because, like, if it's just like if that's how you're defining it between 2 individuals, guys can do that. And
Yeah.
Guys and girls can do that, but can girls get inside of each other in that way?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if like fisting or fingering or any of that stuff would count. I assume it might.
Dildo.
I don't know.
That's what I want to check. Does that count?
Every year or every day? Because,
Every
like,
day.
Every day. I feel like it's going to be deceptively low. Like we're all thinking a really high number.
Or we're thinking it's going to be deceptively high.
Yeah.
Well, this is according to scoopwhoop.com.
So it's very official.
Very, very accurate. And this
Like
is this
the
is an
US
this is an
Census of
approximation. So if you're within 10%, I'll give you credit for it.
So do you want this as a percentage?
No, it's got to be a number. But I'll give you, like, if you spit out a number that's within 10% of the actual
Tim's
answer, I'll
Googling.
give.
I
To be
saw
honest,
that.
if you could come up with that number, I'd be surprised. Say Tim's pooping?
I promise you I'm not.
I saw his eyes shift.
I
I have a big
see it in the
monitor.
reflection of
I
his
have like a
glasses.
37-inch monitor. I have
Yeah,
to
and
like
that's why
look
we
this
can
way to see Devin's face, and then that way to
see the
Ben's
answers.
face.
Oh, I thought you had to
And
look
that's
that
why
up.
we
I
can
usually
read.
just like
Oh, really?
pull you guys. What'd you say?
But that's why we can read Google in your glasses, Tim.
You can't read Google in my glasses.
You don't tell me what I can read.
I'm not going to answer because I don't know, and I don't want to lose another half a point.
Oh, is that an
Okay.
option?
Yeah, I
Is
guess
that an
I'll-
option?
Yeah, it's an option. Yeah.
Fuck that, I'm not answering.
I mean, if you get it right, then you're the first one to get it right. That's 3 points.
Can we
Sure,
look
but if
at
I get it wrong, yeah.
Within 10%, guys. Think
So
about how
on
many people there are in the
Scoop
world.
But there's
Oh.
a lot of numbers in the world.
There is. There is.
You said it's on Scoop Whoop.
Yep, scoopwhoop.com is where I got the answer.
Fuck it. I'll give a shitty answer. I'll say 25. I'm not done. I just want to make that clear. I'm not saying 25. I'm thinking 2,500 people. No, 25,000 people. Sorry, my bad.
I was like 2,500.
25,000
I do
people.
that in my house. That's us.
I can't even find it on Scoop Whoop.
You didn't look up how many people have sex in the world? Scoop whoop.
That's not the way that he phrased the question, so no.
Yeah, it was how many acts are there?
I stick by my 25,000.
Frisky, what's your answer? Do you have an answer?
26,000.
This isn't closest to it gets it, and you both are dramatically low. I don't even think you're within 99%.
But within 10%, right?
No. So
like all the
it's 100 million acts per day.
I was thinking it was in the millions, not that.
Oh, okay, Tim. Okay. Just
You know what? Take your L, Devin. Take your L and keep quiet. Take your L. Keep quiet.
So Tim
Minus
gets
5.
0, and these two get minus a half point. I think it was worth the risk, though. I mean, that would have been a lot of points there.
Not with their guesses.
Yeah.
Out of 7 billion people in the world, only 25,000 acts of sex happen.
Tim, it's a sad world, man.
That happens right at college.
It is a pandemic.
Your local college has those numbers.
It's a sad world with lonely people.
Yeah, nobody's having sex right now.
I bet somebody's watching this video right now having sex.
But didn't
Why would they do that?
Switzerland?
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Didn't Switzerland or some country out there in Europe get a cabinet position for sex workers this last year because of the pandemic, and they came out with a bunch of literature of the best safe sex practices that you can have during the pandemic?
Yes, I don't read, Tim.
Oh.
So anything that we say is basically real news with an opinionated twist. So
Is it?
it is now.
Is it?
It is now.
No,
Somebody can reference us just as easy as I'm referencing Scoop Whooper's Scary Mommy.
Someone call CNN. We've got a news story for them.
Yeah, no
Guess
kidding.
how many people have sex on the planet?
100 million a day. Or actually double that at least, right? Unless you can have intercourse with yourself. I guess that's a new question.
Tim,
What?
you're a resident expert on the topic. Can you have intercourse with yourself?
Oh, yeah.
I
At
feel
least
like
25,000 times a day.
So this next one is a little bit more reasonable. I think you're all going to get this. You have a 50-50 shot at it. Actually, no,
Does that mean it's a multiple choice question?
you don't actually have a 50-50 shot, but if you have any concept of American history or any knowledge of American history, you do.
Fractions are not his strong suit.
What state became the 50th United States state?
Hawaii.
U.S. state. Wait,
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
let me make that a little bit harder. What other state became a state in the same year?
Alaska.
Alaska.
Alaska?
I don't know.
Yep, that's so.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm
Scared of anything else.
I was like, because we bought Alaska from Russia, so they saw that we were so powerful in Hawaii. They're like, man, we can't hold on to Alaska. We gotta sell it, boys. They're too strong in Hawaii.
And all I know is that Alaska and Hawaii were the last two states bought. So
I did know that.
So I don't know what the order you guys answered the first ones in, but I know that.
I answered first.
wait, if it was Alaska, I answered first.
Yep,
If it was
Alaska.
Hawaii,
It was Devin, Tim, Betsy. What was the order of the other one?
Tim, Devin,
Tim.
Betsy.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
All right,
problem.
so that was a double whammy. That question turned into two questions, and Betsy
I got it right.
you got it right, but you took a huge point hit there. All right, last question. How many presidents were part of the Whig Party? How
Fuck is that?
How many U.S. presidents in our history were part of the Whig Party? So I'll give you some information. The different parties that have held presidential office were Republican, Democrat, Republican, So like a joint thing, which I didn't realize was a party. Whig, Federalist, and none.
7.
Didn't the Whig Party turn into one of our more current parties at some point in history? And are we including the presidents of these current parties?
My
Or
knowledge
just
of
as the
Whig
Whigs
Party
they were known.
is like those big wigs.
Right.
So whenever they stopped wearing those, I'd imagine. I'm just
I thought
kidding.
that was just
I don't know. I have no
in
idea
general.
what it is.
I'm gonna say 2.
Is this like whoever gets closest or within 10% or all or nothing, get the right number or minus 5.5?
I'll say whoever's closest will get it right. Other two will get minus 0.5.
Fuck.
Okay, wait, explain what the thing is again?
So how many presidents were part of the Whig political party?
Okay, what's that?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you explained.
It is a political party that is not Democrat, nor is it Republican.
Wait, what did you said 2?
I said 2. I thought you said 7.
I said 7, but I didn't know if I could change it. Fine, I'll stick with 7 because I don't know what we're talking about.
What did you say, Betsy?
7.
I mean, Frisky? 7?
Yep, we have 7
Okay,
and
and
2.
you said 2? I'm going to go 5.
Ooh, okay. So
Nice
the
middle.
actual
Back to
answer
4.
from POTUS.com .com is still not necessarily reliable, but was 4.
Damn
So
it!
Tim would get that right. Yay, Tim! Everybody
You
else.
squealy little bitch.
Well, that was my plan, was to wait for you guys to answer it. And
Which president had no political affiliation?
George Washington.
George Washington.
Frisky, do you have an answer?
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I guess I'll go George Washington.
So Tim,
So were we right with George Washington?
yeah, George Washington is correct. So there was, after him, not necessarily in this order, but there was 1 Federalist, 4 Whig, 4 people identified as Democrat, Republican. There were 16 Democrat presidents and then 19 Republican so far. So
We do less smart questions. Let's go back to the poop questions. I did better.
that's it. That's what we're at. So that's the game show. So let me
Come on.
add up the points. Tim, you're at, and I'm just going to add these as I go down. So 2 minus 1. So you're at 1 plus 3, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 3, 9 plus 4. You're at 13.
Okay, not bad.
Does that seem like a good number? We'll find out. Let's go to Betsy. I think Betsy might have the least. So she's at 3, 6, minus 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Frisky has 7 points.
I
Now,
don't know. It's like he called you out on purpose. Like he was like, yeah, and Betsy, she probably has the lowest number.
well, I'm looking at it. I could tell just like looking at how low these numbers are that it's probably not
All
going to
right,
be
you
good.
get it. We'll find 7. My
You can just
God.
think it. You can think it. You don't have to say it.
No,
Oh.
that's not how podcasts work, Tim. I can't just think what I want people to know. And what he wanted to know, she sucks.
I'm coming up with early questions for the next one
All right,
for you guys.
I'm
Well,
down.
if it's
That would be fun.
if it's once a tampon cup, I already know the answer. It's a
A diva
vampire's
cup?
best friend.
Yeah. And if it's what shape is at the end of a tampon, I know that one. It's a star.
It's a star.
I would have got the points.
So I won't ask those questions. It'll
All
be
right.
celebrities. It'll be girly stuff.
So the last one is Devin. He had 1 plus 3, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 4 is 11. Minus 2, 9. 9 points. So Tim is your winner with 13 points. Woo! Yay! Thanks,
No,
guys, for watching. Make sure you
Like.
Share.
And subscribe.